3:25 in the afternoon. It's still the 25th of July, 2023, the Weaver Giant City, Roseman, California. Holy shit, too much crap happening. And I'm still trying to deal with it. Trumplicans still want their manic power. We're still trying to see things happening for the positive light. Go on social media, you got the zeros and ones programmed left and right, trying to tell me what I should or should not be watching or suggested I should be watching. Lock me into the damn thing, drive me nuts. Sometimes I keep wondering whether or not if I'm actually sane or not. But then again, I have to test myself by seeing everything else outside. If I've got an aversion to everything, then I know I'm sane, and everyone else has gone insane. They want to tell you certain things happening out there, certain screechers, people griping and grumbling about certain things left and right. All programmed crap. And yet, what else is new? What's happening in Israel scares the hell out of me in America because we're following the same damn shit here. If we actually have the Trumplicans in power, we're going to be losing the court one way or another. And I love this one. I mean, they wanted to impeach the President of the United States, and they don't have the time for it nor the energy for it. But they keep saying about it. It just gets even harder and harder to deal with all this damn stuff. But this is part of politics. If I wanted to go into politics, this is the stuff I got to be not throwing up on. Right now, you got the maggots, as I call them, the MAGA followers, the Trumplicans. Hell, they're maggots, okay? Certain books out there trying to tell people what's happening or not, and then oh great, there's one guy coming up on here. He's trying to show that he's part of the movement, and yet the progressives are tearing this guy apart left and right. Why am I not surprised? I see the progressives on the YouTube all the time. They're bitching and griping and yelling at both left and right parties. Oh, good lord, the ugliness of himself in there. There is this one particular guy who's got a problem with one particular Trump official. He's trying to show his book, he's trying to show what kind of a former Trump employee he is. And then the progressive media are trying to tear his ass apart left and right. I'm, I ain't gonna apologize for the lighting at this point, except to say I'm trying to save money as much as possible on it. But I just had to get this shit off my damn chest. I've seen some of the videos concerning about they're making a big deal about Trump rallies out there, and also the Trump appearances on media where he's saying, "I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian." And then I got the progressive media, a few of them saying, "Well, we're atheists, so what?" I'm like, Jesus, he'd have a field day with this. He would. And I keep going back to the point where, and I did a few videos on my own jam channel for this one here, stating that Christ was also a Jew. He was Jewish. Hell, he went to the temples, worshipped. Well, actually, not worship, but worship God in there, and listened to the Pharisees drone and groan and moan and get taught by Jesus about a few things left and right. This happens when you're the son of God and you have some kind of celestial knowledge that they don't even have. And of course, they get pissed off about that one or two. Maybe a few wanted a few tricks, but the rest of them are like, "What is he? Who's the Antichrist? Well, we don't know if he's the Christ or not. His name is Jesus. That's the only thing we have. We don't have last names, do we? So, and I got people trying to point themselves and thump them on the chest and say that, I'm Christian, I'm Christian, I'm Christian. Look at me, I'm Christian. I hate to tell these assholes, but a couple of millenniums ago, they were open season for the lion pits. I have to keep telling you about what happened in the past because the past usually comes up and bites us in the future here. One of these here days, we're going to be coming up into the MAGA world where maybe they'll be putting people in the lion pits. Not Christians. Anybody else who's not going to be Christian. I had said a long time ago in my videos that we are in a civil war. It's a constant basis right now. We're under um, the precursor to World War III because of all the action happening in Ukraine right now, affecting everybody in the world, and you've got a lot of countries who are being affected by what's happening. Not to mention the situations happening with China, North Korea, trying to get their nuclear subfleet going, apparently. I was reading that online. I don't know if that was legitimate or not. I'm going to have to research that one there. But North Korea having nuclear missile capability, leaving away from their peninsula, getting into certain islands where they could pop off one or two. How does that grab you? It was bad enough for decades. We had to do the Cold War, where we had submarine warfare going on. Except we weren't blowing each other up. We were trying to evade and track. We evade the other enemy, but we track his ass. And the same thing. The same thing on the other side. We did it to the Chinese and we did it to the Russians. You know what scares the hell out of me? Is we're getting closer and closer to those days where if we don't change our route right now, if we go on the same pathway with all this MAGA insanity going on, Ukraine's going to be the least of our problems, and so is China and North Korea, because we'll have our democracy torn apart. Imagine having our Supreme Court taken away, or its power legislative away. Something that was set up in the U.S. Constitution taken away. I think I talked about it in videos like this one. Kind of worries me. Growing up in the 70s and 80s, I was worried about, and didn't even realize why I was supposed to be worried about nuclear war. They kept talking about it. Hell, they had too many videos about, actually too many movies out there concerning about atomic warfare, mutated things left and right. Mutated people and creatures and things coming from outer space. We're also, we got to be afraid of atomic power at this point over here. Made you afraid of nuclear power is when you actually had 3 Mile Island going through meltdown. But before that, you actually had, what the hell was that movie again? Oh, God. Not Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas in the thing. Jane Fonda. Oh, God. Oh, I'd be losing it. China Syndrome, I was trying to remember the movie. Of a nuclear power plant going through a potential meltdown. It didn't, but damn near, and scared the living crap out of me and everybody else who watched the damn movie. It was a hell of a movie to watch. And then I see 3 Mile Island, and I'm like, holy shit. A lot of real things happen that I'm scared more of these days. But politics is also one of those things that I still have to get through. People's behavior. And I think I bellyached about this one in a lot of my videos out there. That it's the voters have an issue and they got to take care of it. Because if not, we're going to have those issues take care of us the hard way, and we're not going to like it. How the fuck did we get through this damn shit? I don't know. We have politicians trying to screw up history left and right, saying it didn't happen this way, it happened that way. We have to believe them as they're curtailing rights, freedoms, and everything else going down under. A lot of us I was trying to talk about in different videos and different viewpoints. An overload of the reality check that we've got right now. But I don't know what would be more insidious. The oppressive heat that we already helped cause, the global warming situation. People keep avoiding the thing. Oh, it's just hot summer. When they keep tracking the temperatures rising every year, we got global warming happening. Thank you very much, you dumb schmucks. Politicians come in, screw things up, and what do I blame? I blame the damn voters. Because they weren't paying attention enough and they weren't doing anything about it. Schmucks. Do I know any better? I'm an observer and I'm making a lot of observations, but I'm also making too many damn judgments as well. I'm seeing how things are happening right now that are affecting us. There's things I don't have control over, and there's other things I got to keep talking about because if I don't, it's going to be noggin on me. And it seems like I got to find a way to control it because if I don't, it's going to control me. So I got to find a way to fight it. I got a way to say it to the people that, you know, you want to keep listening to everyone else's bullshit that they think they got everything else, and you're going to start listening to them as if they are the second coming. Then I know you're not going to help. You're going to be part of the problem. You're going to be help taking away everyone else's rights, except you think it's going to be your own, and then in the process you're taking away your own and giving it to some other asshole. And that's what's been happening. Short and sweet and vulgar to the point. If voters don't do a damn thing, well, guess what? We're stuck with it. So don't keep pointing the finger. Keep the finger pointed at yourself. Be accountable, be transparent, and be responsible. Because if you can't be that, don't even try. No, actually try to do something anyway that soothes your conscience. It's the only thing I can suggest. But then again, I'm supposed to be an observer of things, for the most part. And saying how we're screwing ourselves up one way or another. Anyway, that's my bitching and belly aching at this point. I'll be posting it a little bit later.